The Bombardier Learjet 75 Liberty is the latest in Bombardier's Learjet lineup, and it's a new and updated variant of the popular light jet. Building on the popular platform of the Learjet 70 and 75, Bombardier have made slight improvements with a minor increase in range, comfort, and efficiency. Thanks to the advanced wing design of the Learjet 75, the Liberty provides one of the smoothest rides in the light jet category. Here is everything you need to know about the Bombardier Learjet 75 Liberty. Stay with us till the end of the video to learn more about this luxurious aircraft. Though identical from the outside, the differences between the Learjet 75 and 75 Liberty are primarily seen in the interior cabin and performance capabilities. Inside, there is enough space for a total of 9 passengers. The ideal configuration for the jet is 6 seats with an all-club seat layout, though that can be brought up to 8 based on customer preference. An 8-seat configuration would see the addition of 2 seats in the front of the plane, eliminating the executive suite and reducing range by 40 nautical miles or 74 kilometers. What makes the 6-seat layout ideal is the executive suite. Almost like a private office in the sky, it can be found at the front of the cabin, and it's a private, quiet, and spacious room. The aircraft eliminates the 2 forward aft-facing cabin seats, which are replaced by 2 fold-down ottomans mounted to the forward bulkhead. This gives nearly 3 feet or 90 centimeters of legroom and creates a pair of executive seats with legroom comparable to what you might find in a large cabin jet. These seats are accompanied by 2 oversized and more substantial fold-out sidewall tables. The executive suite seats face away from the rest of the aircraft, offering a modicum of privacy. The club suite then houses the remaining 4 seats, arranged in pairs that face each other. Each seat in this area has 24 inches or 60 centimeters of legroom, though that's likely reduced if the adjacent seat is occupied. They also feature recline and swivel capabilities, and both seat pairs have their own table stored in the sidewall. Also tucked into the sidewall are storage compartments, where the in-seat power can also be found. Boasting the most legroom in its class, there is plenty of room to work or rest, while a spacious 4-seat club configuration in the aft cabin is the perfect environment for quiet reflection, conversation, and business productivity. There's no divider between the executive suite and the club suite, but in order to minimize noise, a pocket door does separate the entire cabin from the cockpit and galley, aimed at increasing cabin quietness. On top of that, as expected with the light jet segment, cabin altitude does not exceed 8,000 feet or 2,440 meters, a great cabin altitude for a short hop. Extra-large concealable executive side tables, electrical USB connectors, power outlets, and reading lights come as standard. For example, 4G ATG high-speed internet connectivity is available to allow passengers to stream films, video conference, and communicate with home. Bombardier have also designed the aircraft to allow passengers to access in-flight storage throughout the flight. The external accent lights, auxiliary power unit, and lav sync, all standard on the 75, are optional on the Liberty. As mentioned before, removing features saves weight, and that in turn boosts the Liberty's range by 40 nautical miles or 74 kilometers. But there are downsides. Without an APU, you'll need an independent ground power source to avoid draining the batteries if you want to operate cabin air conditioning or run electrical systems while sitting on the ramp with the engines off. Competing aircraft from Cessna and Embraer don't come with APUs either, but the Embraer Phenom 300E does allow you to run the right engine while on the ramp in APU mode to provide cabin cooling. Up front, Bombardier describes the Learjet 75 Liberty as the best-equipped light jet cockpit. Equipped with advanced technologies to meet current and future operational requirements, Bombardier have installed the Bombardier Vision Flight Deck. Here you can find the latest navigation and communication technologies. 3 14-inch high-resolution displays, synthetic vision, enhanced ergonomics, and advanced controls all reduce pilot workload. Integrated into the cockpit, there's the Garmin G5000 Avionics Suite and triple integrated FMS with graphical flight planning. This new business jet is also Part 25 certified, the highest safety standard applicable to airliners. It has many features that its competitors do not. The main landing gear has 2 wheels. The engines have thrust reversers to brake faster when landing. The Learjet 75 Liberty has also passed unique tests to withstand impacts with large birds and for operations in icing environments. The aircraft of the Learjet lineup have always been loved for their performance, which is why pilots describe them as the closest they get to flying a fighter jet. The Learjet 75 Liberty is powered by 2 rear-mounted Honeywell TFE 731 40BR engines. Each one pushes out 3,850 pound-force of thrust. This allows the aircraft to take off in just 4,400 feet or 1,350 meters and land in 2,296 feet or 700 meters. Capable of cruising at a maximum of 51,000 feet or 14.5 kilometers at a speed of 465 knots or 860 kilometers per hour, the aircraft can fly up to 2,070 nautical miles, which is 2,400 miles or 3,850 kilometers. The Learjet 75 Liberty has a maximum takeoff weight of 21,500 pounds or 9,750 kilograms and burns 200 gallons or 909 liters per hour. The Learjet lineup has not always been a part of Bombardier. Created by Bill Lear in 1962, the first Learjet 23 took off in 1963, and in 1990 Bombardier acquired the brand. Learjets have been small, fast, and iconic aircraft, which is the reason why the Learjet lineup has been popular among celebrities and redefined what is expected from a modern jet. However, in February 2021, Bombardier announced a retirement of the Learjet series. Therefore, the 75 Liberty is the final model in the lineup. As Bombardier said, this is due to less equipped aircraft at smaller price points having driven demand down. Unfortunately for Bombardier, there has been a divide in the typical private jet customer. The wealthier customers are looking for larger cabin jets, with new customers looking for a more cost-effective option. 2020 unfortunately saw just 11 deliveries of the Learjet 75 Liberty, compared to 112 Learjet deliveries in 2001. As mentioned, Learjets have always had a tendency to cost more than the competition, which has led to slow sales. Therefore, prices to charter are higher than the competition, and there are very few Learjet 75 Liberty aircraft available. The estimated charter price for a Bombardier Learjet 75 Liberty is $3,400 per flight hour. This is slightly more than the Phenom 300E and considerably more than the Cessna CJ3 Plus. Naturally, prices will vary depending on availability, ground fees, fuel prices, and more. A brand new Learjet 75 Liberty has a list price of $9.9 million. Pre-owned models range from $5 to $8 million, even though they're very hard to find. While the estimated annual fixed cost for operating the Learjet 75 Liberty is $400,000, the estimated hourly variable rate for operating the aircraft is about $2,000. Thank you for staying with us till the end. Here are 2 videos you can watch next. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.